Let's see. Go back here. Put the link out, not to public, but to my circles. Fuck. Hold on. My circles. There we go. That's separate window here. All right, I think we're ready. I'm back over here. All right, well, let's see. Oh, it's way too far back. Oh, all right. I watched one, maybe two Von Helton videos, and a whole bunch of them show up. Why do I do this? Why do I torture myself? Why? Because I like it. Because he's funny. Oh, God. Shit. Okay, I'm trying to go to my own channel and click on. No, to go to astronomy. I just want to see my own live broadcast. That's so I can look at the comments. Fuck. All right. Because I can't see shit unless I pull it up. Okay. Pain ass. Why does it have to be so difficult on the iPad? Like I just want to see my shit. Can I just see my shit? Can I look and see my shit? Gotta get rid of that fucking dog. All right. All right. Forgot to turn this on. There we go. Yep. So I don't know how there are 5 people watching, but whatever. I'm trying to pull up some shit so I can see comments and I can see people because I'm live streaming from Google Plus technically and Twitch. Well, Twitch through Google Plus, whichever one, however you want to fucking put it. But I turned my mic on so people can actually hear me. So technically I have a headset on and then a microphone that's over there. Should be picking up pretty well. If it's not, say something. Okay. So I had to go through Google Plus just to find my own live stream video. All right. Son of a bitch. Okay, thank you. Now I can see my own fucking live chat. 1 thumbs down already? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, whoever my faithful fucking person is who thumbs down videos, who subscribed to me only to thumbs down. You will forever be in my heart. I didn't realize I was level 19 already. Jeez. All right, Vincent. Yeah, I can see you. Brett has a hang. Yeah, I don't doubt Brett has a hangout. This is one of the rare times that I don't have my son with me, and because there's some weird holiday that I guess I say weird. Well, my son's elementary school is off today and tomorrow and maybe Wednesday. I think. Partially for the election day, there's a teacher workshop. There's a whole bunch of shit that they just kind of pushed into this week, and so it's like, well, whatever. Kids are off, so like, all right. What's going on, Jeff? Yeah, I noticed someone said last time that the stream was having some issues. It was lagging, and I looked at it and I saw the little loading circle like thing. So I changed the internet, or the wireless internet, from my personal one that's literally right in front of me to the local node for Xfinity. It's somewhere outside. I don't know, but it's not as fast, but you get a little bit better resolution. So what I may end up having to do is to turn down the resolution, or the streaming quality, in order for it to run a bit better, or for you guys to see it better. I'm not sure. Still trying to figure that all out. Let me put that on. I need to get rid of some of this shit. Why do I have? What is heavy on me? What is life? Okay, I'm putting these ingredients up. Like, I'm weighing way too much. All right. All right. So there's a satchel. So first thing before I start being an adventurer, let me go through and make sure that I have eaten at least one of everything. Okay, got one of that. Ectoplasm, polymer ear. I'm gonna save that. I know what that does. That human heart. Why not? Tasty. Lavender. Let's see. Savor cat claw tooth cat thing. Whatever. Perch. Eat perch. Let's see. Spriggan sap. And okay, so I've discovered at least one trait on all of those, so I'm gonna put them up. Oh fuck. God damn it. That's not good. All right, so let me. Putting up all this shit. I'm probably change Drag Knot Sock to Tasty. Probably do that. But that'll definitely be after this semester. Oh fuck. I put something in there I wasn't supposed to. I really took on more than than I originally anticipated. Well, I'll say that. I knew that I was going to have a task this semester, but I did not anticipate, just the sheer amount of BS that I had to deal with. Excuse me. By trying to maintain where I want to be academically, with life and everything, because it definitely takes a lot out of you. And true abstractionism. True abstractionism. Oh yeah, yes, I do remember that. And then I think I had Taste Tea, and then Taste Tea went to True Abstractionism, and then True Abstractionism went to Arcane Phobos. And I think it stayed at Arcane Phobos. Oh, I need to get a life. But yeah, that's that has, those are all my socks. But Google now gets mad at you if you keep making if you keep changing the name, if you keep changing your name on Google Plus, all right, well, normal people don't change their name this often, so we're only going to let you, continue to do this, only so many times. Like, all right, whatever. Okay. Why am I so heavy? I don't. What is weighing me down so much? Holy fuck. Oh. Yeah, so-called God damn it. There you go. Everyone should have at least one sock. Just because. Just for a good laugh. If nothing else. A zombie. I thought I had this. Oak flesh. Huh. I still have two. How? What am I carrying that's so heavy? That's what I want to know. Okay, Dawnbreaker's 10. That's 10. That's 14. What? Okay, that's 1. Holy fuck is a good one. It's a little too obvious, though. Holy fuck. I need some better boots. Need some better gloves. It's probably all these motherfucking potions. I guarantee you it's all these motherfucking potions. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna need. Oh, get the hell out the way, dog! God damn it! God damn it! Oh my. Okay, get out. Move, Lydia. Damn it! Move. I was just out. Okay. All right. So I need a place to put the potions. Lydia's room? No. Dildo? No. Oh yeah, field trip. Thank you for reminding me because I forgot. So there's a place that's tell you exactly how far away it is. It is directions from where I sit right at this point. That is 13 minutes away. It's about 8 miles, 7.9 miles, and it's called the Plumpton Park Zoo, and it's for my biology class. I wish I could tell you what we were supposed to do there, but I honestly don't know. The last time we went on a field trip was last month, and we went to Pennsylvania for it's some type of conservatory for a botanical garden type field trip, and we had a printout there. There was a printout of exactly the kind of stuff that we were supposed to look for and catalog and this, that, and the other. All we were told is hey, go to the zoo, which is 5 minutes away from the college, and we're gonna meet the class. The class is gonna meet there at noon, which it's only 8, or excuse me, it's only 9 o'clock now, so I still got 3 hours or 2.5 hours before I even got to get up. But we had an idea of what we had to do because there was a printout on Blackboard, but our instructor emailed us 9 hours ago, and 10 hours ago, and said just meet there at 12 and bring a pencil and paper. So I'm guessing she's supposed to tell us what we're looking for when we get there. I don't CMU. I don't know what CMU is. What is that? CMU. Yeah, this is probably the one class that I actually enjoy because I have an easy A in it, but always learn a lot. Every class I learn something, or I learned something better than I thought that I had previously known it, if that makes sense. Words together, sentences, stuff. Something like that. Central Michigan University. Oh yeah, Central Michigan. Who else do I know that went to there? I think my aunt went there for nursing, like 50 fucking years ago. Central Michigan University. You guys head over to the lakes or something? Well, I guess if you were a marine biologist or you're studying more marine biology or earth science or something like that, that'd be a great time. Oh, yeah, especially to learn about the halophiles. Because I think there's one lake up there near you guys that like the salinity level is ridiculous. Like very few things survive, unless I'm mistaking that for something else, which is possible, which is very possible.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the
Possible. Enchant this. Just. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm not sure where they actually go. I don't need to take bio for my major, thank God. Hey, bio's fun, but I know some people are sucking major dick trying to take bio 101. But yeah, if you don't have to memorize all the stuff that we do, then all for it. Do you, boo boo? Where is shit? I need some more soul gems. Central Michigan University. Who? I know someone who went there, other than my aunt. Somebody lives here. That moved here. I wonder if Giovanni. Because I think Giovanni is from Michigan. Because his brother came down from the sticks in Michigan to visit him. And I wonder if he has that. I think he does have the Jeep with the Michigan University. Or so it's some Michigan University. Not sure if it's Central. It may not be. Oh. Next time I look at his Jeep, I want to think about that. I want to find Avenici. Get the fuck out of my way, dog. Where is Avenici? I want to buy shit for my house. I hate this fucking dude. All right. Where is he? Nope. Okay, thank you, Mr. Wolf Wolf. Someone shared a video from Von Helton, and that's usually how I begin watching Von Helton videos, because it's never me watching one, and it will never stop at just one. Once you watch one Von Helton video, you have to at least watch two more. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. And it's just sad how addicting this man's delusions are. Like it's sick. Like we know that Ronnie is just fucking inept. That's not in question. No one ever questions that. But like the delusions that Von Helton lives in, then there's some pretty strong fucking delusions that you just wonder how this man operates as an adult with these types of delusions. Like how does he contort reality around what he thinks is reality? I don't know. And I find that fascinating, that when you hear him engage with people like Secular Opinion, that we all know that he's trolling him. Like it's plainly obvious that he's milking Von Helton for lulz. He's waiting for a certain reaction, just getting them wound up. And then even when someone tells Secular, hey, why are you fucking with him? You know you're troll. You don't have such and such information, and you're pretending like you're withholding it from him, but whatever. It doesn't dawn on Von Helton that he may have been mistaken. He'll admit later, I was mistaken about something, but when he has his mind set on something, it is just fucking unshakable. Like you could tell this man that the CIA is after his anal virginity, and if he has that notion in his head and it stayed there longer than 7.5 seconds, he will attack it, and he will, he will fucking latch onto it and hold it and shake it and bite it and just, oh my goodness. uh, I've engaged Von Helton maybe 2 times, and it's just a lot of fun. And I see why guys like Secular do it, because it's Milk and Ronnie kind of loses his luster and loses its appeal after 2 or 3 engagements, because he gets himself worked up, and then he just kind of you know pisses all over himself and just falls to pieces. It's you have to take Ronnie in like these meter doses. But with Von Helton, it's full crazy all the time, and it just gets better and better and better the more you wind him up. It's like he's the perfect chew toy for a troll. So it's very appealing, and it makes sense why people fuck with him. Yeah, it's oh my goodness. Um, I it, it I saw the Punisher thing. I see that he likes Punisher, I guess paraphernalia. I guess you want to call it.
Very well.
Uh,
Anything else?
the video that I watched, he had on a Punisher shirt, which okay, I think know a lot of guys who want to pretend to be tough, have that kind of shirt. It's just like the guys who have the tap out shirts, have never stepped foot inside a boxing ring, or have never touched an MMA mat. They've never touched the actual mat since they've been in like 6th grade, high school or some shit. That's kind of how I see it. But this particular video was funny because he was talking about, he's talking about lice, and he's bald headed now, and he sounded like he was a little reluctant to tell people why he was bald headed, but I thought he had cancer. But the way he made it seem, like the build up to it was like, yeah, listen to people, when they tell you to go get something checked, and I was like, oh shit, did he have a lump? And it turns out it was just fucking like head lice. Like his kids brought home head lice, and he got it, and whatever. I'm like, okay. It just so happened to be funny because of all the allegations of child, neglect and child abuse. But it's just like, well, people who don't neglect their kids and whatnot can get head lice. So that we let that one slide. But yeah, his obsession with the Punisher is something fucking funny. Like he really believes that he is some type of vigilante. I think a guy with Frank Castle, I think the Punisher's actual name is. He thinks he's Frank Castle, and then he's going out there, I guess, cleaning up the streets, and he's doing a great service to society by pretending to be this tough guy. I don't know. I'm not sure what he thinks that he's actually contributing, because yeah, from what I understand, he didn't even have a fucking job. So while he doesn't have a job, he somehow has the funds to buy himself gear that he needs for this city cleanup project. Because Punisher has some pretty good gear. Like he has some pretty good training too, and that's just not cheap. So I'm baffled as to how he thinks he's going to accomplish this. By being on Google Plus. Like I for the life of me, I can't figure out his rationale. But I heard about the stuff with the vampire fangs, and him thinking that he's some type of daywalker vampire type thing. I heard about it. I have not actually watched any videos of him saying that. Uh, I think it's just kind of briefly, he briefly mentioned it because he knows that people think that he's fucking crazy, and he's repeated, kind of the mocking statement, but he's not. I've not actually seen the video where he sits and describes his adventures as as a daywalking vampire. I'm not even sure if I should laugh at that, because that's just that kind of tells you that we have a problem in America with mental health. Like there's a serious issue, and we need to get on that, because it's pretty bad. But anyway. Yeah, he's got no job. People are currently paying for his internet bill so they can keep him around for laws. Are you serious? Oh man. Oh man. So wait, people are crowdfunding or crowdsourcing his internet so he can be a lost cow, and he doesn't realize that. Like I just wow. Okay. You know what? You have to be a pretty good lost cow in order for folks to do that. But then again, Vaughn's a special guy. I will say that he is definitely special. And if it was anybody that deserves to be crowdfunded for like type of stuff, Vonnie Boy takes the fucking cake. I don't think there are too many people that can stand up to that level of hilarity. I don't think there are that many people with that degree of mental illness, honestly, but I may be wrong. I could be wrong about that. Definitely could be wrong. There's something wrong with that boy. There's something wrong with him. Just I don't know. I was part of me was like, oh, you know what, engaging him may be interesting. I'll probably give it a try. And then another part of me is like, you know what, uh, how much crazy is too crazy? do, do I do I really want to do that? I'd get a good laugh, but I'd feel dirty. But I fuck. I don't know. I've dealt with G-Man, and that's the lowest of the low. So, is Vaughn the bottom of the barrel? Is he really? Yeah, I don't know. It's trying to keep all my good potions. Ones I'll need. Uh, Skoma. Okay, so yeah, I think I did read at one point his Encyclopedia Dramatica page, and I think the word would be flabbergasted as to how fucked up some of that shit was, and how funny, because I think it went over the tale between him and his ex-wife, Mouse. I think that's what people call her. I think that's her name, Mouse. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I read over it, and it's Encyclopedia Dramatica is not the most accurate source information, and so a part of me is like, I really want to believe a lot of this, but you can't tell what's fake and what's not, or just what's exaggerated and what's not, because that's just the dynamic of Vaughn. That is that you never really know kind of where the truth lies, because he is such a fucking character, because of the shit that he says. You never really get a full you never really get a full understanding of reality when you hear him. Yeah, Andrea Mouth. Yeah, because I remember him saying Andrea. Um, it's crazy. It is fucking crazy. But I sent Vaughn I didn't send him anything. I tagged him in a post on G Plus, and I was like, look, Vaughn, uh, the VA actually has a pretty good mental health facility. Like I told him, I was like, look, man, the VA has some pretty good mental health facilities, man. You should definitely check them out. But I, I don't. He claims that he's a veteran. I don't know. I take his word on it. Um, Part of me is like, yeah, whatever. Another part of me is like, he may have at one point and got kicked out because of failure to adapt or some bullshit like that. But you know, who knows? Maybe he and I will actually have an extended conversation about that, because I am fairly skeptical a man of his delusion could exist. And if he wasn't, he was in what's considered the old army, and that's where, if you'd say some stupid shit like he says, you get your fucking ass beat. you know he's a washout. Yeah, I can't see him making it past basic, because I've seen people crack. And when you hear about people cracking, it's sort of a joke until you actually see someone mentally break, and they kind of mentally revert into this primal state where they're a scared animal. And it is something to behold, let me fucking tell you, when someone loses their fucking mind and they don't know where they are, they don't know what's going on, they're scared, they're angry, and the inner animal comes out of them. That's something fucking scary. But then it's funny. It's scary, then it's funny. But yeah, it's crazy. I'd pay money. You know what? That's probably what happened to Vaughn. Vaughn probably. Oh shit, she sees me. Vaughn probably. I bitch. I bitch. Uh, he probably lost his shit. He probably, went through basic and fuck. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Probably lost his shit, and that was it. So from then on, he concocted some cockamamie fucking explanation about where he was in life, and the things that he does. And so, you know what? Fucking astronaut door gunner. He just does shit. God damn it, dog! Why do you have to bark? I'm trying to sneak here. Oh man. Ah, so slow. Oh man, he slowed it. God damn! Can I move? Shit! Go get him. Jeez. Instead about 3 months. He was discharged, but they didn't finish his civilian service. I'd have to talk to him to see, because when he says served, usually served is in the context of, I made it through basic training, I made it through AIT, I got my MOS, and I was at my unit. Now, when you serve at your actual unit, so I'm curious if. Oops. I'm curious if he actually made it to his unit. Because something tells me he may not have. I don't, and if he did, that he was probably discharged after he got to his unit for failure to adapt or whatever. Because I have seen that happen. Somehow people make it through basic training, then they get to the unit and they lose their fucking mind, because they can't maintain within that culture. And it is a difficult culture to be around. You kind of you stick up your ass most of the time, especially when going outside, because you don't know who you may run into. You don't know if they're going to, fuck you up verbally or, what, because you have to just always be aware of what's around you, just hyper vigilant. And a lot of people can't deal with that. And one of the reasons I'm glad I'm out, and you talk to other veterans, you can actually walk outside and fucking relax. Like, going outside is going to be stressful. You don't know what sergeant major or what officer you may run into, and if you don't see them before they see you, you're gonna have a fucking problem. But Vaughn doesn't have the mentality to stay in that type of environment. And they drummed him out when he did Black Ops as a civilian. Of course he claims that. Yeah. Of course. Vaughn he claims they drummed him out and then he did a Black Ops as a civilian, hence the Punisher. So let me get this right. So Vaughn is telling folks that he was removed from the military for some UMC UCMJ violation of some sort. Because if you're drummed out, it's a UCMJ violation. I keep fucking that up today. Of some sort. All right. Now, likely preclude you from any government service, even contractor, because they have to do a background check. If he was working as a civilian contractor on some Black Ops mission, which does happen, by the way, there are paid organizations that work for the government that aren't officially tied to the government. That's pretty common knowledge, but you know. But the thing is, they still have to pass background checks. So if you did 12 years in the infantry and you say, you know, I just want to go ahead and get out, or you did 15 years, take my partial retirement, I want to get out, I'm going to go civilian, and you work for one of these contractors, they contracted every last person in order for you to get the contract. The person who is there's actually a specific, there's a job title within the Department of Defense that works with making contracts with civilian organizations, and a part of the way that they figure out how much these people are going to get paid is based on their level of education or the cumulative level of education. So if you have 10 people with master's degrees, you're going to get a higher pay scale than people, with all bachelor's degrees. And then there's also a calculation for relevant experience in the field. So that gets calculated before the government actually takes on the organization as far as its contract goes. Now, a part of that process is that everyone in that organization that's tied to that specific contract has to have a background check. And so if you're going to do some Black Ops shit, you're going to need a top secret security clearance, every last one of you. Unless you're like a clerk or something like that, you probably just get a secret because you're just working with sensitive information. So in order, if he was drummed out, and when he says drummed out, I'm pretty sure he means dishonorable, you're not going to be able to get on board with that because they're not going to allow you to have a fucking security clearance. If you don't have a security clearance, you can't do the job. So, that I guess the people who legitimately like Vaughn and have no experience in the military, know nothing about the military, that kind of stuff works on them and people believe it. But those of us who've actually been in the military and still have ties to the military and know just a little bit about it can tell that that's bullshit. And I mean, anyway, it's Punisher. He's taken a hiatus from being the Punisher, I guess, for right now. Ruthful acts. I need to come back here. Yeah, Blackwater is an example of that. The people who work for Blackwater, I guarantee you, most of them are former Marines and former Army. But they have security clearances, and they more than likely did not get drummed out of the military. But Vaughn and I had one exchange about military service. He said something, and it caught me. It caught me off guard, and I forgot what it was. But I called him out on it. He got pissed off because I think I started asking him some questions about his service or where he had served and what unit, and it might have been something with the unit that he mentioned. I can't for the life of me remember what it was. He showed his discharge paper. What did it say on his DD-214? Well, that's that's interesting because if he did show his DD-214 because it have his as his social security number on it. But I mean, if he just blocked it out, that's fine. But on at the bottom, near not at the bottom, near the bottom, I believe, it's going to show the type of discharge. It's either um, you got a honorable discharge, you got I think a general on good conditions or something, and then dishonorable. It's good, bad, and ugly. But there's a few. I want to say there's maybe four types of discharges. I gotta go look at mine again to see where it is. But not too familiar with the other types because I mean I got a good one. I got a fucking honorable. So, but sometimes people do get discharged with a general discharge, and they can get that amended if they talk to if they have good tie with their senator. They can get that changed. Or hell, I think even the VA can do it now if they look into the conditions to which you acquired the general discharge. They can change it to an honorable because you won't be able to get certain job or certain you won't be able to get certain veteran benefits. I think if you have a um, less than honorable. I think that was the other category. Not VA benefits, but like work related benefits. Reenlistment code was a 3. Now I'm curious. I want to dig up my DD-214 and see what mine says because I forgot what my reenlistment. I know I can reenlist. They fucking called me like 2 years afterwards. They just now stopped calling me a few months ago, but ain't gonna happen. But huh? If he got a general discharge, then it was probably a failure to adapt because he did not get out on his own terms. They was more likely forced out, so it was a involuntary discharge. But he didn't do anything like criminal in order to get like forcefully removed. So that's generally where you'll see like a general discharge or less than honorable. Yeah, probably. It might be a 1. I honestly didn't pay attention to it because I had no intention on going back. That's not. I was more like, all right, well, let me go ahead and get out on good terms so I can, you know, use my fucking VA benefits and go back to school. That's what I was concerned with. That was it. Like, no, thank you. Let me save this. Activate shrine.
And my dog. Splendid. Excellent work. A hero and his faithful companion.
Yeah, if I memorize the fucking dictionary. God.
It's almost storybook.
I don't know where did G-Man get that shit from. Hmm.
I suppose I could be persuaded to let you keep it, but only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that. Huh. You're no fun at all. Guess I'll have to make my own fun elsewhere. And with the pup back, I'll be restored to my full power. There's a whole world just waiting for me.
Can y'all hear the game?
I knew I could trust you. Don't worry, I'll
Is there apartment of offense? No. There's a Department of Defense.
Oh, that feels so much better. You forget how nice supreme power feels until you've been stuck in a cave for a few years. It's a shame you wished for something so dull as me taking back the mutt. Quite a lack of imagination on your part. A lack of ambition like that really ought to be punished. Perhaps by turning you into a worm, or maybe a mutant.
I don't think any department has or any country has a Department of Offense.
Fine. Have my bone and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
Give me the mask, Flavis could file. Yes. That's what I've been waiting on. Woohoo! Stupid fucking mission. Yes. Prices are better. Speechcraft, magic regeneration. I like it. Look at that. I like it. Prices, speechcraft, magic regenerates. What is this cult mask? Oh man, actually, magic regenerates 24% faster, and this will be my shopping mask. I'll just use that for shopping. Yeah. And drop these. There we go. I did all that for that stupid mask. It wasn't even worth it. Fuck. Let me out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Hey. Can I get out? Nope. Then why is there a Department of Defense if no one is being offensive? Well, that's a good question. Having a Department of Defense exists just in case someone is being offensive. You don't need a department to be offensive, though. I got the stream is actually on a different connection. It shouldn't be lagging. Well, I say that, but it's on a local node, and there may be other people using the local node as well. I think not, because it's technically still early in the morning, but it's sort of shitty. Oh, I have another viewer on fucking Twitch. Let me lean over this way so they can hear me talk to you guys on Google Plus. All right, let's see. The time is. I'm not gonna get ready yet. I'll play for another 30 minutes. That. Get rid of some of these fucking missions. Investigate the ruins of Arcanazum. Yeah. I just need a quick mission. Time of need. I'll just do this one. Talk to Alec here, prisoner. We'll do that. Let's do it. Let's see. Any day. All right. Guess I go in here. Okay, let me go in here. You see that Ronnie did another hangout over being butthurt? Really? Someone said that he had done the initial hangout when he called, and then he did another hangout after that, and then those two hangouts are now gone, and so he did another one. So I guess you're talking about the latest one that he did after he deleted the other two, because he For whatever reason, he likes to delete videos after he makes them. You have to wonder if he really sees how stupid he sounds after he makes videos. Like I was always just curious, like why, if you're going to delete videos right after you make them, why upload them? If that's an issue, if you think you sound stupid, then do an off-air video and listen to it back and say, well, you know what, I'll just not upload it. I don't know. A box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer. The hell? That must be some weird Scottish joke. Hey, come talk. Hello. Ah, there you go. Come on up here. Come on. You can do it. Come up the stairs. They're just stairs. Come on. Yeah, one foot after another. Come on.
What are you looking at?
Okay.
You have a death wish then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, so they have left me here. My life for the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best.
The thing I find disturbing is that the fact that he seems to think that we hate him, kind of like how G-Man seems to think we actually want to cause him harm. Yeah, I think once you kind of live in a state of perpetual victimhood, that has a dramatic impact on how you see the world. That's the only way that, for me, that I've been able to try and like rationalize the thoughts that they have and some of the notions that they've put out. It's like when G-Man first started saying that he believed that all atheists wanted to kill him. Of course, we thought he was joking. Like he's being hyperbolic, whatever. He he can do that, but then he kind of heard it more and more and more and more, and other people start repeating it, and you see his radicalization kind of increase, after saying that sort of shit. So, um, I don't know. It's weird. It seems like a self-inflicted wound that you just keep putting salt on and lemon juice and shit, and then you're mad at someone else for allowing you to do it. Like that's kind of the way I look at it, because there's no reason that I or anyone else would want him dead. He's too fucking stupid. Like what would I gain from his death at any point in time? But you know, logic and G-Man they don't go together very well. They tend not to mesh well. So whatever delusions he cooks up that's reality. Like just whatever, fart out, cool. It is what it is. Um, but Ronnie has I think different kind of motivations than G-Man. So it's lumping them two together may not be the best. Uh, fuck.
What are you looking at? You buy
Hold
my
on.
way out of here. 100 gold will secure my release. I suppose you'd better get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Good day.
Okay. Let me pay off one of these guards.
Now I thought. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Okay, here we go. But Ronnie's, yeah, like I said, Ronnie's motivations are a bit different.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you very well. Kamatu is
Quite a bit different.
It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. But that's your problem, not mine. God, fine's been paid. Now set me free.
How can I say it? G-Man's excuse me. Here's the way I see it. All right, G-Man's motivations lie in the fact that he wants he wants to fulfill biblical prophecies, and he wants to be a part of something greater than himself. Even without the biblical prophecy, G-Man wants to be a part of something greater than himself. All right, I think we can all say that. That's not from his crazy WWE teenager like fucking attitude and personality. That's just a natural human desire. But for him, there's really nothing fulfilling in his life other than this prophecy or these prophecies that he can possibly be a part of. So if he sees that as a potential means of becoming something more than he is, then he's going to put all his effort into it. Just like anybody else would. So for me, G-Man's motivations seem fairly clear. Um, Ronnie's a bit different because Ronnie's is a bit more elusive, I believe. Um, so he was talking with Antonio about how atheists go around and they just like every Christian video they could find without watching him in mass constantly. Yeah. I saw that video by Antonio. Antonio needs to stop eating lead paint chips, but no, it's the fact that they're not really understanding how stupid they are on a lot of like on a lot of fucking subjects. Antonio has no understanding of social issues, of fucking science, of hell, reproductive rights, economics. He really has a shitty position on stuff because he is ignorant, not because he's necessarily a bad person. He just doesn't know shit, and he eats lead paint chips. So, that's probably why he's getting a lot of thumbs down. But to him, it's just that people don't like him. He hasn't considered the fact that he has shitty positions that he can barely fucking defend. That has not crossed his mind for some strange reason. That if I receive a lot of thumbs down on a video and a lot of negative comments, the first thing I'm going to think is, okay, so where did I go wrong with something? Yes, somewhere, some way, shape, or form that I'm mistaken. That's the first thing that I think. But for these guys, it's something different. They know that they're right. They're absolutely sure that they're right. And so anyone else who says differently is wrong. Doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't matter what evidence they bring. And that is the wrong way to go about things. I'm not saying that every time someone attempts to refute you that they're automatically right, but it's good to sit back for a second and say, you know what, maybe there's somewhere that I have erred in some way, shape, or form, or I may have misspoken, or it's just something to give a bit of quarter to people who took the time to thumbs down it or read a comment or whatever. And you can kind of tell when you talk to Antonio and talk to G-Man that they're really not interested in listening to other people, and maybe Antonio on some cases, depending on if you catch him when he's not around True or G-Man or some of the other fucking high profile idiots. When he's alone and he has time to sit and think about something, he can be cordial and he can actually listen to what you're saying. When he's around other folks, not so much. It may just be that they take up all the fucking talking room. They take up all the goddamn oxygen in the hangout, so he didn't have a chance to. Don't know. But it's interesting that you see this dynamic, and I don't think that dynamic is unique to Christians. I don't think that's something that's unique to the Clown Car Posse. Personally, I think that's just part of human nature. That's just something that you're going to see in a lot of different dynamics, in the real world. So people with stronger personalities will tend to overtake conversations, and people who aren't as adamant about getting their point across are going to be a bit more quieter, than the other groups. So. Um, I'm not saying that the Clown Car Posse is special in that respect. Uh, Mild atheism is a lack of comprehension, a failure to understand. See, this is just like what I'm talking about. Mark Thomas has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, so he makes up terms and then as nuance to them, as if people are going to say, "Oh yeah, Mark Tom, yeah, you definitely pull that out of the context of which this conversation was being had, and you are completely right about that assertion." You don't hear people saying that, so that to me further demonstrates the point that I'm trying to make, is that people are not interested in actually talking to one another, and then that's kind of a symptom of this day and age, where it's easier to attack labels, it's easier to attack um, positions that someone may hold, even though the position that they actually hold is similar but not exactly the same. You're not going to take the time to figure out, okay, well, this person holds X position, but it's actually X position variant 6, with this, and this caveat to it. So, let me not listen to them and have them explain it, because I might be against variants 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but variant 6 actually accurately depicts a position that I can agree with. So, Mark, I'm not interested in you posting Bible quotes. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because you don't speak human speak. You don't actually respond to what people are saying in the context in which they're saying it. You post Bible quotes, and you honestly don't contribute anything to the fucking conversation. So, I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, but yeah, I got off on a tangent. But yeah, it's interesting, because when I said, let me take a little time and try and figure out Antonio. Let me try, let me not just cast him in the clown car posse just because he's around them. Well, we can be around all types of folks. It doesn't mean that you are them per se. And I went and I looked up his video about the lifelines, and that has to be one of the shittiest videos I've ever seen on YouTube. He doesn't really talk about much of anything. And I even said, you know what, if I had to, give you some advice or feedback about this particular video or series of videos, whatever, is that there's nothing much, there's not a lot of context to it. So, he completely ignored the fact that I said that it's hard for me to respond to this because there isn't much to respond to, that in itself was the problem. Instead, he said, well, I'm not even sure why Drag's responding, since he said there's nothing to respond to. Well, that's the fucking problem. That is essentially it. That is what I am responding to, the lack thereof. So if I go into an explanation, and I'll relate this to science. If I am explaining, let's say, in intro biochemistry that someone would need to learn when they're going through like general biology too. If I start talking about anions, and I talk about how they're related to, certain ion channels or whatever, and I don't talk about, both anions and cations, I'm not doing a good job in relaying the information. I'm leaving out information uh, to the audience, and so they're going to be confused because you don't typically see one and not the other. Long story short, and I just honestly just made that up on the spot. But that's an example of, well, me trying to explain something and only giving you pieces of information or partial information that can't really be used in any meaningful way, and understanding the topic. And I think with Antonio is that he may just be really shit at trying to explain stuff to people, and that's understandable, but he's now convinced himself that people are just against him because simply he is a theist and people are atheists, and they're just going to be natural enemies like cats and dogs, and that's the way it's just got to be, and it's just as simple as that, and all this other type of really divisive bullshit. Well, that's not true. One of the guys that I talk to outside of my job is a theist, and even he and I really don't talk a lot about religion, but we can sit down and yesterday we had almost an hour and a half long conversation on how religious, non-religious people talk about religion. We talked about talking about religion. That was the entire conversation, and about how biblical text is sometimes misunderstood by non-theists and theists alike. And so the dynamics that True and Antonio, some of these other guys talk about, is simply based on the fact that they have terrible rapport in the community and that they have shit arguments. They will not accept that as a possibility. They won't accept that as an explanation as to why conversation break down. And you will routinely hear True and G-Man, some of these other folks make excuses for why their own behavior causes breakdowns in communication. And it baffles me as to how people can sit by and say, well, that's acceptable. Because I've seen conversations where Tommy's, oh, well, Drags is arrogant, yada, yada, yada. You guys don't get on him. And so I said, well, you know what? I don't think there's a person on G Plus that would disagree about my supposed arrogance. And I've actually, made a post about it on Facebook. Yeah, there is quite a bit of arrogance, to what I'm saying. But here's the difference. You won't hear me say that I know fucking everything. We talk about the stuff that I do struggle with, that I'm trying to understand. And just like last night when I think it was CRISPR and Sam were actually quizzing me on yeast to hybrid systems. And it wasn't something that was done to make me look stupid. It wasn't something that I felt bad about or that I felt ashamed about. It is me acknowledging that I have a limitation in this particular area, and that I'm actively trying to challenge myself in order for me to learn about it. And that's a part of learning, is getting shit wrong. So it's you don't hear that really go on with the Clown Car Posse. You won't hear True Empiricism correct Tommy on, oh shit, I'm about to die, correct Tommy on shit that he has wrong. You won't hear them acknowledge the fact that, oh well, True shouldn't sit there and mute people the second that they're trying to talk because he feels a little inept. You will hear them make excuses, but it's just sad that they can't realize that. It's sad that that has to go by the wayside. But it is what it is. I need you to get up. Oh, let's see. All right, Mr. Khajiit, you're mine. Here we go. Go ahead and get up. Need you to fight for me. All right. So, but that is the one thing that I do appreciate about folks is like, yeah. Sam had to correct me because I had confused the activating domain and the transcription domain, and I was trying to do it without looking at my notes and just going based off memory, and I got them mixed up. So I have to go back to my notes and then make sure that I have them both correct. And then before I'll turn in the assignment, I'll probably have Sam or somebody look over it to make sure that I have it right. But one of the things that I am grateful for is that there are people there to correct me, because I'm not interested in showing, oh, I'm so much smarter than Tommy and True. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, I even said in the video that I'm not trying to compete with anybody, but if I were to compete, I named the guy and the type of person I would try to compete with. And so it's funny. Oh shit. It's funny because Ronnie, for some reason, thinks that I'm part of this I guess consortium of assholes that are trying to denigrate his character or some shit. I'm an asshole, but I want him to be the go-to guy for science, for the Clown Car Posse. They need a science guy. I just wish he'd get the science right. you know Because if you actually look on my channel, it's a while back, probably over a year ago, there's a video of me encouraging Ronnie to go back to school because he said he was going to do what he always does. He's going to leave and he's going to come back a better person, and he's going to get away from the drama and the same old song and dance he's been saying for years. But I said, you know what, Ronnie, give you shit, but I really encourage you to, you seem like you have a knack for science. Well, why don't you just take one class a semester, one class a year or whatever, and take your time and get your education. You seem to really enjoy this kind of stuff, so why don't you join organizations of theists and trying to prove biblical accounts scientifically? If you really think that's what you want to do it. And he seems to have forgotten that video, but it's kind of odd because the video that prompted me to make that he took down, and so that video is just kind of sitting on my channel now. I don't have no reason to take it down because it kind of serves as a reminder about the song and dance that Ronnie does every few months or so. But most of us kind of giving up hope. He is just one of those guys who needs to say a lot of stuff, not really do much, while everyone else is kind of improving themselves slowly but surely. He's just kind of I don't know, waiting in the wings for something interesting so he can show everyone how great he is. Like, if that's what he wants to do, if that's what he feels will make him a better person, then hey, that's cool, man. Just get the science right. That's all that. That's all any of us ask. Just get the science right. Drake, Gmail's calling you out. Last night hangout. Uh, what do you mean calling me out? He knows how to get a hold of me. If he really wanted to say so, he knows how to get a hold of me. He ain't that stupid, but I don't know. I guess he figures that someone's gonna let me know. What was G-Man saying this time? It's always funny. I could have sworn he had his hands full of the Black Hebrew Israelites, which I think I personally think that him and the Black Hebrew Israelites are a match made in heaven. I think they're just perfect for each other. They're both loud and obnoxious, and they both have terrible fashion sense. So, and they both think that oh shit. Let's see if I can sneak in here. Oh, gee, okay. Figures if he calls you out, get you more attention. I'm not. Fuck. Comment. Let's talk for a moment. Yeah. G-Man knows by now that I'm not going into his hangouts. True knows I'm not going to his hangouts. They know that. I've you know, I'm not going to waste my time. I'd rather be sitting here playing this game and talking. For some reason, people enjoy hearing me talk. I don't know why. I still don't know, but oh, it says house. What's their crime? So this. Oh yes, okay. Oh.
Need something?
I'm gonna steal this shit. Boop. Yes. Yes. Axe of Despair. Yes. Yes. Thank you for the shit. Pickpocket. Nope, nothing. Okay. Um, did animals in Skyrim share a similarity? I'm not sure what you mean, Mark. I'm pretty sure I know the point that you're going to try to eventually make, but no, they don't. They're animals. Um, Pokemon Sun and Moon. You know, Vince. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Uh, Honestly, my wife is the one who is in charge of what type of handheld games we get. And that is the truth. You won't typically see me go haywire over handheld games because she is the mistress of everything handheld. Ha 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 ha. But it's really up to her. If she wants to get it, then I will get the other one. Even if I don't want to, I'll still get it. It's my duty as a husband. Kind of the blessing and curse of being in a relationship with another gamer. We may just get it just to get it. We still have not finished X and Y. We got close to the end, and she has gaming ADD, so it's just swoop, new game. Or I had something came up, or I don't see you playing it. I'm like, well, dear, I don't play it because you stopped playing it for 3 weeks. So I just, there's no point in me continuing. Oh well, yeah, Mark. Anytime you're trying to talk to Mark Thomas, there is a particular agenda attached to whatever the fuck he says. He's never actually going to have a genuine conversation with you. So that's I guess he thinks that we don't see through that, but I don't know. It's whatever. Ooh, Khajiits. Cat people. Cat people. Cat people. Cat people. Oh my god, cat people. Okay. Khajiits Wes. Khajiits Wes. Woof. Stuff to trade. I might start playing again. It depends. I'm honestly waiting for Final Fantasy 15. I honestly got this game because I did not finish Skyrim. I am one of those people who does not want to finish the main missions unless I've done like at least 50% of the fucking side missions. So I was trying to work on like maximizing my blacksmithing before I even reached Alduin because I wanted to fight Alduin and all ebony armor, all enchanted ebony armor, and so that shit takes a while. So I was steadily doing side missions. What the fuck? Really? Really? Fucking vampires? Really? Uh, you cannot trust Khajiit. Hmm. Vampire dust. Yeah. Well.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort, they're rifting. Might consider joining up with them.
I guess this was huh. Armin. Oh man, they killed Armin. Did I need him for a quest? I don't know. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll take his house. Oh well. I guess this is for the Dawn Guard expansion. The vampires just come and attack you. Yes. Enchanted nigga armor. I think that's what who was it? It was Spoken. Yeah, Spoken. Spoken called me a big buff insecure nigga. That's that was funny. That on one of my videos about True. It might have been the one where I said that I'm purposely fucking with him, but but, but I was like, okay, well, what do you say to that? What do you what do you like? Okay, Spoken, as opposed to being the scrawny fucking know nothing dude who challenges people to a game of wits when you have a total of 1.5 wits. Like I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like I'm insecure about what when it comes to running.
Where will I go? I can't keep running forever. After all this, I have to pick up. If you really think this is the only way, I trust you. Let's not waste any.
Like I don't understand, but I don't know. I don't know. Spoken's an interesting guy. He's one of those guys that you talk to and you're cool with up until you turn your back and then it's like well there he goes again. Like, it's kind of part of the reason I had my a chat with Spoken hangout. Like I wanted to actually see how much this dude knew. Like, well, or did he have? I know he didn't know. I know he didn't know a lot, and he said that. So my issue is that the stuff that he was trying to ask in a lot of the hangouts, I figured that it was stuff that he hadn't even bothered looking up. So what I wanted to know was that why are you coming with these questions when you didn't even attempt to look up the shit? And that a part of me said, I think that he's just asking a question to fucking to be obtuse, like purposely obtuse. Like he is good at feigning fucking ignorance, and then at the same time being genuinely ignorant. So it's this weird dance of stupidity that I see, and I don't understand that motivation. Like I think he might be doing it to try and impress True and fucking some of the other CCP members. It might be a fucking initiation into this Conquer posse. That might legitimately explain Spoken's activities and some of the shit that he says and does. Like it is how you become initiated. They have an initiation ritual. You have to be vigorously fucking stupid. And if you are not, then well, hey, can't join. IQ cap.
You didn't really expect to manipulate people forever, did you? Your luck had to run out sometime.
Uh-oh. Damn. Froze her ass. I can't pickpocket her. Shit.
Now we'll take our friend here back to Hammerfell, where she will pay the price for her treason. Not on the way back. Once she gets there, it's not up to me to decide what's done with her. And as for you, I owe you the reward, don't I?
I've not sat and listened to C. Brown. I've read over a few things that he said, and something told me that he really didn't understand the topic as well as he thought he did. Well, for one thing, he was talking to Isaiah and CRISPR, which both of them know genetics way better than me. Way better than me. So that was the first thing. Second thing is from what I do know about genetics and some of the claims that he was trying to make didn't seem to add up. And I have to go back to the post that I made about like I made a stupid post and I tagged him. I said, hey, cavalry troops typically or no, scout troops don't typically engage in enemy forces. And just kind of like a little FYI, he funny. It wasn't meant to. It really wasn't meant anything other than that. This is how this MOS in the Army actually works, because I was attached to scouts for quite some time. So that was literally it. And it blew up into something fucking crazy. And it was what, like 50 something comments, and I didn't read all that shit. I was like, how the fuck did this happen? Where did this come from? I'd left for like 2 days, and I come back and I look at it. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And I see this notification, and he's just going off the rails. And I will probably get ready. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to find the hangout with him and CRISPR, and I'm going to go wash my fucking ass, and I'm going to listen to it, just like I was listening to Von Helton while I was making pancakes and eggs this morning. So yeah, the Rational Response Squad. Yes, Van, we're going to fucking take that and trademark the fuck out of it. Rational Response Squad. I like it. Rational fucking Response Squad. Ronnie's Angels. What do you enjoy most about the violence in Skyrim? I enjoy the pixelated blood. Let me tell you, the pixelated blood looks so much like real blood that it reminds me of my time as a combat medic, seeing people maimed and almost killed. It gives me a boner every time I see one of these entities made out of polygons die. It warms the cockles of my fucking heart. Mark Thomas. Mark, I don't, dude. Let me give you a hint, Mark Thomas. The people who are in the military, I'm pretty sure it's the same in your country. We are desensitized to the violence that you see in the media. That this sort of shit doesn't bother us at all. I honestly play to cast magic spells and to resurrect people from the dead because it's fucking funny. The violence, or what you consider violence here, means absolutely fucking nothing to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't do anything. There's no sensory input of this type of violence that actually has an effect on me to further, shrink my fucking heart. I don't understand how you think that this actually works, but anyway. Uh uh Use of force avoids decisive engagement normally. Force Reese. Peace there, MK. Bohica, aren't you indirect fire? Or are you a mortarman? I forget. I know you're not a tanker. I forget, because no, you'll have to be indirect fire. Wait, is he? No, I might be confusing with somebody else. I don't know. We're getting on a tangent, goddammit. It's too early for military talk. Even though we spent most of the morning talking about Von Helton's military experience. Armit, see, I don't, RECCE? Reese? Is that how you say that? Because I'm not familiar with that term. Is that a Canadian term? Damn Canadians and your funny words. Eh? Damn Canadians. Rexy? For recon. Oh, no. Reconnaissance. Okay. We just called them the scouts. They rolled around with us. Well, we had MBT, the main battle tanks, and the operational surrogate OSVs, the oppositional surrogate vehicles, and they would go out and just pretty much observe and report back to headquarters. Headquarters would relay that information to the OP4 HQ at the battalion level, because they'd be reporting on the Blue 4, and it usually they would report shit like if they spotted their engineers like digging shit and putting up barriers and stuff. From what I remember, this was a while back. Recce. Recce. Turn my mic off because I'm running bathwater right now. Yeah. Oh, now before I forget, Van, we just well, I say we, my wife and I just bought or purchased or reserved, whatever, the car from Avis. I think it is. I think she said Avis, the rental car from Avis, and we had to redo our hotel arrangements from Houston Hobby to Houston International because they changed our fucking itinerary. And I forgot that I accepted the changes, but the change also was a change to the airport we're supposed to be going to. So then I had to cancel the reservation for the Marriott near Houston Hobby, and then have my wife reserve one for the Marriott near Houston International. So it looks like we're going to be in Houston, Texas from December 26th to January 2nd. And I just have a few things on the agenda, which is go to my cousin's wedding. I think it's on on New Year's Day. I think he said on the 1st, something like that. I should probably know that, but yeah, we're going to go to well, as soon as we get off the plane, we're going to Raising Cane's chicken fingers because I haven't had Raising Cane's in fucking forever. First thing, I forgot to plug the bathtub. So I'm going to get some Raising Cane's chicken fingers after we pick up the rental car from Avis at the airport, and then we're going to drive it to get a new shirt. Then we're going to drive it to Raising Cane's, get chicken fingers, and then go to the hotel and go to fuck to sleep. And then probably the day after, the 27th, we're going to hit up the Museum of Natural History. Oh, I love you too, Mark Thomas. I wish we could have an actual conversation like normal fucking people. But that's probably so. Oh well. You'll be good entertainment either way. Either way. If you want to do me a favor, Mark Thomas, could you tell Antonio to stop eating lead paint chips? They're starting to slur his speech just a little bit too much. Just a little bit. Well, the poor boy to be intelligible, I think that would be. That'd be bad. That'd be terrible. Because tell Ronnie that nobody hates him. Could you do that, Mark Thomas? I know he listens to you. See the Space Center. I heard there was a Space Center down there. I heard there was some type of planetarium. I heard there's some kind of butterfly conservatory or something. I think my wife would go to. Not permanent exhibits, but I think they're called special exhibits I was reading about. I looked at the Wikipedia page yesterday, and I didn't take too much time to look over the special ones, but I saw what they call permanent exhibits, and because she was, what is the Museum of Natural History? Because we've been to the Smithsonian, and she kind of knew what to expect there, but yeah, Johnson Space Center is in Houston. Okay, yeah, because she does have an interest in astronomy, so that'd be good. Oh, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? I think I had my mic off. Let me know if you can. Chat. I'm gonna have these guys come in here and clean this shit out. That's pretty bad. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, I was looking at my lint filter, and I like to look down in there. That thing gets too hot. Lint will catch on fire. There's some technique around here that people take the like lint balls and they'll put them in their like wood stoves and their wood burning furnaces so it can help light it. That's how flammable it is. So it's like, well, that's interesting. That means that I need to make sure that this shit doesn't accumulate too much. the kids make, or the kind of kids come in the they come in those little containers. The kids like to blow. They get from the dollar store. I need dish soap, some water, and sugar. But what I wanted to do, I was actually going to get to this. I'm going to take some pictures and videos for my Patreon folks. For the what you call them I'm going on today, the field trip, and I'll probably put them up on Instagram too. Not sure if I can put videos on Instagram, but I'll take some videos and I'll be uploading them from my phone of my trip to the Pumpkin Park Zoo, because I have been collecting Patreon because sadly. All right. Couldn't find any detergent, so I had to go find containers of detergent. Turn my mic off so you guys wouldn't hear me rummaging through fucking containers. Do we do a good bubble blowing formula? If you take, I don't know, maybe 1/8 cup of water, teaspoon of sugar, and 1/8 teaspoon of dish soap, and gently stir it together, you can actually make some pretty good bubbles. Yeah, I want to say those proportions are correct. Just going based off recollection. Don't mix it vigorously, because that's going bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. So, shit in here. I wish I knew what we were doing at the zoo. That'd be nice. I'll definitely show you guys some pictures, because I've been to this zoo before. At my first rodeo. Good bubbles. Try diesel fueled fertilizer. Yes, hydrogen hydrocarbons with fucking nitrogen. Always a good combination. It makes for a real explosive time. It's adding a little heat. Shit. God, just the smell alone would probably make you not. Actually, I think if you mix those two together, you'll get ammonia. You'll get ammonia gas, because you have the hydrogen from the hydrocarbon compounds mixing with the ammonia, or mixing with the nitrogen to make the ammonia. So I want to say, was it NH3? Yeah, I want to say to give off, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say that would probably give off ammonia gas. That'd be some noxious shit. Oh man. Killed one of the townspeople and a guard. Come on. Drag him. Come on. Come on. This guy's heavy. You know what? Fuck it. Come here. Oh, he's too powerful. Get up. My death dog.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword.
Make some leather. Boom. Let me see. Selenius. Other strips, leather. Petty. Okay, let me go collect some petty souls.
What do you need?
Need to do some enchanting. Get my enchanting up. Take its time to load. All right, let's go, death dog. Where are you at? Nope, can't pass through the thing. Okay. Oh, actually, can I cast a destruction spell just yet? Let's see if I can do this one. I don't have enough magic. How much fucking magic does this fucking spell cost? Jeez, I have over 200 magic. Jeez. All right, let's see about now. Still nothing. Let me change to big magic staff. Yeah, I don't use staffs. Staffs are for pussies. People with abundance of magic. Let's see. Drop this shit. I do have a staff. Look at that. Mace of Binding. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You know, I should have put on mission. Rid of that. Let's see. Yeah, yep, you caught it. Been attacked by people claiming. Oh no, that's for the expansion. That's for the expansion. Let's see. The Blade in the Dark's gonna take too long. Let's see. I'll do that one. That looks good. Let's try her out. Try to explore places all around so I can fast travel. And I had to go too long. Oh fuck. Of course this one is way the hell over here. So it's close. Markath or jeez. All right. Well, Cart Spire, whatever that is. Ooh, this guy looks brutal. A Draugr. Huh. He looks badass. All right. So, oh, shit. What was that? What the hell? Forsworn looter, huh? Ooh. Well. Let me put my regular sword back on. I think I need a Grand Soul Gem for humanoids. Let's see. So I go across here. Oh, I had a Grand Soul Gem. That's kind of a waste. No, I guess. I guess I don't. Should probably at least keep one on me. Collect these humanoid souls. Collect these souls. Let's see. What are these guys doing? Oh, they're Aldemiri. Yeah. Okay. All right, Lydia, let's go. I need to find an enchantment for life drain. What I normally do is I'll have a female follower, and she'll have a tough shield and some crazy like axe or sword with with life steal. So every time she hits, every time she hits, no, 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 go away, go away. Jeez. Okay. What was I saying? Let's see this big ass bear is out of nowhere. Oh, great. Uh, no, I stopped playing Battlefield games, and I stopped playing Battlefield and Call of Duty games. It's kind of fell out. Well, I do have Gears of War if that counts, but not really. But I heard Battlefield 1 was actually pretty interesting. I think one of my coworkers has it, I believe. I went to say, yeah, I think Giovanni actually has it. Yeah. Hmm. Make sure I'm heading the right way. Okay, here we go. Look at that. The closer I get, the more the fog clears. Yeah. I think it's a Dwemer. Probably a Dwemer ruin. A ruin. Possibly. This game has so much. Kind of why it's hard for me to finish it. There's just so much shit. What's this? Mine. Ah, bitch. Hold on. Let me, there we go. It's a binding. Boop, boop. I took a soul. And his hide. Alright. Now. Alright. Got that. Yeah, bears were the bane of me when I first started the game. Because there was a certain mission I had to do at the very beginning, one of the mandatory missions. And I could either go up a mountain and go over, or I could go around the mountain and go, through the lower parts. And if I went over the mountain, there was a snow bear. If I went around the bottom, it was a black bear. So, yeah. What the fuck?
This is our stronghold.
Works.
We are free to live as Malakath intended, away from the prying eyes of the world. You're not an orc or blood king, so stay out. We only help our own.
Okay.
We've heard whispers of an enchanted pair of gauntlets, hidden and protected by dangerous men, beasts, or worse. They are called the Forge Master's Fingers. Bring them to our chief, and he will decide if you are worthy to be blood kin to the orcs.
Okay.
We will see.
Forge Master's Fingers. All right. I ain't doing that right now. I am heading up here. Guarantee when I get up here, it's a Dwemer ruin. The ruins of the Dwemer. The dwarves. Oh, more ore. Hmm. Guess I go up here. Up here. Oh, shit, it's shaking. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Oh, let's go, doggies. Let's go, doggies. Let's go, doggies. Give me them souls. Yes, honey, yes. Give me them souls. Whew, yes. Thank you. Ambush me like that some more. Get some more souls. Need more soul gems. Yes, honey, yes. Ugh. Look, what I tell you? It was a Dwemer rune. What the fuck? Am I hearing shit? Do. Turn back. Are you telling me to turn? Oh no, it's some ghost. Ooh, large decorative strut. Mine. I need dwarven stuff. Stuff from all you dwarves. Oh shit. The hell? The fuck? The hell? Yes, I want treasure. Fuck are you?
On the trail of something big. It led me here, and I didn't make it. the book, didn't you? The Ethereum Wars.
Hmm.
That was my theory, you know. My research, my life's work, all of it, lost. Stolen by my own damn apprentice. That's how I ended up here. I can't rest. Not until I find the forge. Until I can prove that it was my discovery. Mine, not his. It's hopeless. I died here, just like all the others. Turn back. Sure, that's what you. I'm not going to talk you out of it, am I? Well, if you want to reach the summit, you're going to need some help. You want a hand? All right, lead on then.
Oh, I got a ghost. Both of y'all gonna follow me? Yay! Lost to the Ages. I like this. All right, I'm gonna end it here. This looks like an interesting mission. It's gonna take some time, and I'll probably won't have time to do it tonight. So I'm gonna end the broadcast. I will catch you folks later. I need to actually work on some schoolwork, get ready, do things I don't want to do. Kind of sort of don't want to do. Listen to that hangout for CRISPR and what's his face. All right, thanks for watching.